We're so happy to be hosting a very special story time and dancing demo with Priya Parikh from Modern Marigold Publishing. And we also have Suhani from Modern Marigold Publishing. And yeah, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Emily. I'm from the Five Corners Library here in Jersey City. And we have tons of programs at the library. So we may be closed temporarily for indoor programs, but we have tons of things that we're offering virtually. So be sure to check out our events calendar on our homepage and come visit us at the Five Corners Library. And we're so excited to learn about this special type of Indian dance today and read Dancing Devi. So with that, I'm going to pass it along to Suhani from Modern Marigold Publishing.
Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's having a really wonderful Saturday. Thank you for joining us for this really special program. I'm Suhani, as Emily introduced. I'm from Modern Marigold Books. I founded this company a couple of years ago, and we're really excited to be creating some really fun books for your kids, ones that share identity, culture, and a sense of communal responsibility. So Priya Parikh is the first author we actually signed to the company, and with her we transitioned to a traditional publishing company. And so we're really excited for her book, Dancing Devi. It has come together so beautifully, and we're so excited to share that with you today and a bit about what a dance that has impacted Priya's life so wonderfully. And so without further ado, Priya, would you like to take it away?
Sure. Hi, everyone. So a little bit about me. I am also a Bharatanatyam dancer, and I've been practicing for more than 12 years. So Bharatanatyam plays a special role in my life, and I hope it plays a special role in your life as too once you get to know Devi even more today. So Dancing Devi is about a little girl who explores the world of Bharatanatyam and wants to be a perfect dancer like her mom. And she keeps on practicing and sometimes makes mistakes along the way. And so let's see what happens next afterwards. So this is it, Dancing Devi. Just let me know if you can't see or if it's a little bit difficult to be seen. You can. It was the day of the big dance competition. Devi was excited. She was one of the best Bharatanatyam dancers in her dance school, and this was her first dance competition. She just knew she would win. Before she began, Devi looked at her mama smiling in the crowd. She thought about her mama's wall of dancing trophies and medals back at home. Mama was a perfect dancer, and now Devi would be too. Bowing down, Devi began her namaskaram. She offered respect to Mother Earth, then to her guru, and then to the audience, stepping her feet flawlessly and stretching her hands further than anyone else could. She was ready to begin. She moved her feet to the beat of the music. They, did, they. They, did, they. Devi imagined herself as a peacock dancing in the rain as her feathered train glistened with raindrops. When she finished her dance, Devi folded her hands in namaste. Before long, it was time for the results to be announced. Devi waited excitedly for her name to be called. But her name wasn't called at all. Devi felt her face become warm as she fell into her mama's soft sari. "I've failed," Devi said through her tears. "I'm terrible at dancing." "Beta, you've danced beautifully. These girls just had more practice," Mama said soothingly. That night, Devi couldn't sleep. As she tossed and turned, thoughts zoomed around in her head. She kept walking through each step, trying to figure out where she went wrong. Next time, I have to be perfect, she thought right before falling asleep. Next day, Devi woke up early. She sat down in front of the mirror and began to practice her abhinaya, her facial expressions. Her facial expressions of fear and anger came out perfectly. But no matter how much she tried, her expressions of courage, compassion, and peace kept coming out all wrong. The more she practiced, the more she thought about how she lost a dance competition, and the worse her expressions got. Mama sat down beside her and pulled her in close. It's all right if sometimes things don't go the way we want. Let's keep practicing. You can see them practicing over here. Feeling more confident, Devi began to practice her nritta, her dance steps. She tapped her feet perfectly to the musical beats. They, dit, they. They, dit. But as the music swirled around her, so did the thoughts in Devi's head, and oops, she tripped over her feet and tumbled to the floor. I can't do it, Devi cried. Mama, I just want to be a perfect dancer like you. Did you know, Devi, that I tripped and fell during my first dance performance? You've made a mistake? I've made many mistakes, said Mama. We can learn from our mistakes and failures. That night, before going to bed, Devi thought about what her mama had said. I don't have to dance perfectly, she told herself. I just have to try my very best. Next day, it was her dance school's annual show. When it was her turn, Devi got up and took a deep breath and began. She performed natya, acting out legendary stories with quick footwork. Suddenly, Devi couldn't remember what step came next. She lost count of the beats and stopped dancing. She had never made a mistake like this before. The music and singing came to a halt. What happened, Devi? Her guru asked. I forgot the next step, Devi replied, feeling embarrassed. Then she remembered her mama's words. We can learn from our mistakes and failures. She straightened her dupatta and said, I am ready to continue. Devi smiled as she finished the rest of her dance. Her friends cheered and clapped. How do you feel about your dance today, Devi? Her guru asked. I feel good, Devi said. It's okay to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but we can remember our mistakes and learn from them. Mama hugged her tight. I am so proud of you. As they danced the rest of the way home, the sounds from Devi's gungrus rang throughout the neighborhood. Chum, 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 chum. And that's it, the end.
What a great
Beautiful.
story.
Yeah. Beautiful. Did anyone have any questions for Ms. Priya? Or anything they'd like to say? Well, I have a question. Why did you decide to write this story? And was it based off of like, how was your experience? You grew up dancing, right? So how was your experience like that of Devi's?
Those are great questions. I think my dancing journey is very similar to Devi's dancing journey. I've made so many mistakes along the way. I have had points where, I wasn't accepted into the dance club because maybe I didn't make the cut. But that doesn't mean I stopped dancing. I don't give up on something that I'm passionate about. And that's the same thing with Devi. She never gave up. She kept continuing, kept moving forward. And eventually she's still a star.
Indeed, she is. Indeed. And let's see. What was your favorite part of writing this story and watching it come together?
My favorite part, the writing portion, you mean, or
anything?
I loved the writing portion was important, but I loved seeing the artwork make the writing portion come to life. And they just really did such a wonderful job that I was able to, the way I had seen Devi and Devi's mom in my head was the same way that she had illustrated them. And so it just felt like the whole piece had finally come to life that way.
Yes, absolutely. And what is your favorite page in the book?
I think it definitely has to be the last one where, oh yes. Sorry. This one is where she says, I feel good. Everybody makes mistakes. And it's because in the whole journey of her dance journey, her mom is also there supporting her and providing her with the emotional support that she needs. But as she learns from her mistakes, she's becoming more and more confident with herself. And in the end is able to show herself compassion as well for the mistakes that she's made.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Any kids have any questions for Priya? Miss Priya, before we move on to, or any adults as well, have any questions before we move on to the next part?
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
Oh, Priya, is this your first book that you've written?
Oh, yes, this is my debut book. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Emily.
Hopefully the first of many to come.
Yeah, I love the message of self-compassion and being kind to ourselves, because I think that's something that we could all use at any age forever.
Yes, absolutely. I think we all, adults and kids in the room, we all can relate to that, right? We all love to do different things, and they're not always the easiest things to do, right? Sometimes we have to practice, whether it's learning an instrument or learning a sport or trying something new that we've never done before. But we just have to remember that all those mistakes that we make are all part of the learning, the way that we learn, right? We won't be able to get any better without making those mistakes in the first place. So whenever we make a mistake, we have to remind ourselves that that's okay. That's a part of it. I'm going to get better because of the mistake, right? And keep on going because you love what you're doing. Okay, awesome. So Priya, I would love to learn more about Bharatanatyam. I grew up Bollywood dancing, but I do not, I don't know much about Bharatanatyam dance at all. And so I would love for you to explain a little bit about what Bharatanatyam dance is, where it originated, and what it's meant for, like what its purpose is.
Yeah, so Bharatanatyam is an older dance form. So it's not what you see in terms of modern or contemporary, but it's something that's been in the scriptures for centuries. And people, when they practice it, include music and beat and rhythm and expressions, and especially footwork too, and combine all of that together to make the art. So we were thinking that we could show you some of our moves. Would that be a good idea?
I think all the kids would love to see that. I'm sure they're all anxiously waiting to see it.
Okay, let's do that. If we can all just turn on our videos, it'd be so much fun to do it together. Okay, awesome. So take your hands like this and bend your ring finger with your thumb finger. Yes. And then do it to the other side as well. Bend your ring finger with your thumb finger. Yes, this is the sign of a peacock. So now the peacock has a beautiful train in the back and it's waving and moving back and forth. So just go like this. Shake it. Yeah, there you go. Good job, guys. Good job. Would you like to try another one? Okay. So take this one, is going to be a bent arm. Yeah. Now, this is going to be complicated, but I'm going to just go like this. So take your pointer finger and put it on your thumb and bend your other fingers. Yeah. Now, pretend it's supposed to be a bow and arrow. So pretend you're putting a string on the bow and you're pulling it back. And are you going to let it go? Let it go? Let it go. Yeah. Good job. Good job, guys.
I love that, Priya. So Bharatanatyam essentially tells a story, right? Does each dance tell a story?
Yeah. Yes.
So what are what are some of the stories that it can tell? Like, do you have one performance that was really, that you remember that you really loved, and what did it talk about?
One of them was Krishna. Lord Krishna had many friendships, and so one of them was with his gopis, they're called, and so friends that are girls. And then Sudama, which was his friend who ended up becoming a priest. But that friendship is so special that it's even seen in dance art form today. People talk about those friendships even today. So that's why I think there's something special in there to take away from.
Yes, definitely. And it's so rooted in Hinduism. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of the stories depict different gods and goddesses, and they're all of their stories, because there are a lot of stories in Hindu culture.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, this was so wonderful. I think, Emily, is there anything you would like to add to the session? I think that sort of covers the story, a little bit about Bharatanatyam, and we're happy to expand on anything that you think would be wonderful to add.
Yeah, I just want to mention that the Jersey City Free Public Library will be getting copies of Priya's book, Dancing Devi. So you could come collect that, check it out from our libraries, and take out lots of books about dancing. We have so many different books for you to learn about different dances. Yeah, and we're just so excited and honored to share Priya's book with our community and all of our patrons here. So I just want to thank you both for coming together for this virtual program and for the little demo. I'm excited. I learned something today.
Yeah, that was fun. I like to do that. I should take a Bharatanatyam class or something. No, thank you so much, Emily, for having us. It's been so wonderful having the Jersey City Public Library support as we grow and we continue to create more books, and especially for this very special one, and for being a part of Priya's book tour and helping her share it with as many people as we can.
Yeah, Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Priya, thank you for sharing your beautiful story with everyone today. And I hope we get a chance to meet in person soon. And I hope you enjoy Dancing Davy.